Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, welcome. My name is Erica and I cannot wait to jump into today's crafting tutorial because we are going to be trying out some brand new Freshie silicone molds that I found off of Amazon recently, and I for one cannot wait to see how these Freshies are going to turn out. So if you're super excited to see how these Freshies turn out, then keep watching. All right guys, for this craft, you're going to need several things. You're obviously going to need everything that you would normally need for a Freshie. So your aroma beads, your mica pigment powder, your fragrance oil, your mason jar. I already have my beads cured and ready to go. Then you'll obviously need your roofing nail to create the hole in your Freshie, some elastic cord to hang your Freshie with, and a pair of scissors. And you're obviously going to need a baking sheet to bake your Freshies on. And then for today's Freshies, I have these silicone molds that I found off of Amazon. And then to decorate today's Freshies, we're going to be using an assortment of acrylic paint, puffy paint, fine glitter, and then I also have this acrylic paint marker I'm going to be using. And then you're also going to need some type of paintbrush to paint your acrylic paint on with. Like I said, I'm so excited to make these and see how they turn out. So let's go ahead and jump into it. All right, guys, so we're going to start by putting our roofing nails into our silicone molds, wherever you want the hole to be. And then we are going to pour in our aroma beads. All right guys, so now we are ready to put these Freshies in the oven so that they can bake. So I have my oven set to 300 degrees. I'm gonna put them in there for about 12 minutes, but they could bake for longer. I have noticed that with silicone molds, the Freshies do take longer to bake versus if you were just using metal cookie cutters. So I'm gonna go ahead and put these in the oven for about 12 minutes. Then I will show you how I check to see if they are done. All right guys, so it has been 12 minutes. So let me show you guys how I check to see if they are done. So if you just take your finger and you touch the beads, you see how these beads are pulling up with my finger? That means that they are not done. So we're gonna let these continue to bake. And basically every minute that they are left in here, I'm going to continuously check them that same way with that finger test to see if they are done, and then I'll pull them out whenever they are ready. All right guys, so I just took these Freshies out of the oven. So these ended up being in there for about 14 minutes total. And as you can see, the beads do not pull up with my finger, so these are good to go. So now I'm just going to take this metal spoon and I'm going to push down all of those spiky edges there. You see how there's like a lot of jaggedy edges there? I've been doing this trick ever since some of you guys recommended it to me, and it has been so helpful. So I'm just pushing down those spiked edges there. You might have to trim some, like where you can't fit your spoon or whatever, but this has helped so much in how much you have to trim down later. All right guys, now that all of those spiky edges are pushed down, now I'm gonna let the Car Freshies completely cool down before we are ready to demold them. And then once they are completely cooled and we can demold them, then I'll take out the roofing nail, we'll add our elastic, and then we will decorate. Okay, so my Freshies are completely cool now. So I'm gonna go ahead and just loosen up the sides here so that we can demold our Freshies. Oh, look how cool. Love the indents. It's gonna make it so easy to decorate. Okay, so now to take off the nail, I'm just going to push on it from all sides and then just pull it out. Okay, so now we're gonna add our elastic. So I'm just going to put the two ends together and then create a knot and pull it towards those ends. And this was about a 10 to 12 inch piece of elastic. And I just pull and then trim off those unraveled ends, and then we have our elastic and we're ready to put it through our Freshie. So I just put the loop through the hole where that roofing nail was. And sometimes if it's like a little bit difficult because the aroma beads can contract and then it makes it a little hard to push that elastic through, I'll use some fishing string, basically in the same way, but I put the two ends of fishing line through the hole and it's like holding on to our elastic here. So then I'm just going to pull it and then take out the fishing line. And then we have our loop right here, so we can just pull it through and then loop the elastic through that loop there. And then voila, we have our first Freshie on our elastic. And now this one is ready to be decorated. But first I'm gonna go ahead and add the elastic to the rest of these. Okay, so now we are ready to decorate our Freshies. All right guys, so now we are ready to decorate our Freshies. So this is the only one that I'm going to be painting because all of the Sanderson sisters are like, you know, different colors as far as like their hair and their outfits go. So I just have some acrylic paint over here and I'm gonna paint this and then we will decorate the other Freshies with some puffy paint. Okay, so here's the first one with acrylic paint. I was trying to like match her actual hair color, but I think I'm just gonna do orange because I think it'll look better. Like that doesn't quite look right. So I'm just gonna use some orange puffy paint for hair. Yeah, I think that looks a lot better. What do you guys think? Okay, so I'm gonna set this one aside to dry and then we're gonna go ahead and decorate the other two. Okay, and then for this poison apple, I'm going to paint where the poison is with this like lime green color. And then we are going to coat it with this fine glitter. So everywhere that you see like this poison dripping is where there's going to be this green glitter. So now that this one's done, I'm gonna set this aside. Once this is completely dry, I can come in a couple hours and get the rest of that glitter that I couldn't really scrape off. I don't wanna like mess up the paint or anything. So I'm gonna leave this one alone and then I'll come back and fix it up later. And then now for the Jack one, which I'm just using some black puffy paint where his eyes and nose and mouth is. and then there is my little jag. So same thing as before, I'm using some fine glitter and I'm just going to coat this puffy paint here. So I'm just adding this black glitter right on top. Okay, and then same thing as the other one, you know, you can brush away some glitter right now, but I would wait until your puffy paint or acrylic paint is dry. So I'm just going to set this one aside and let it completely dry, and then I will come in and get all this excess glitter off. All right guys, so it has been several hours and our Car Freshies are completely dry now. So now I'm gonna go ahead and brush off all of this excess glitter on top of the Freshies. And I've learned that the fastest way to pick up glitter on ones that are like mainly flat, where the glitter is on the inset part, is to just take a lint roller to pick up all of that extra glitter. Sometimes you can brush it off, but I've noticed like with the finer glitter, sometimes it's hard to brush off, especially if the Freshie is like porous. But look at all that glitter it picked up. That's all glitter. And now Mr. Jack looks so much better. Love the black glitter. It's just a super nice extra touch. All right, and there is our poison apple. So much better. Love the way this one looks. And then here is the Hocus Pocus one with the Sanderson sisters. I did add some puffy paint on the hair over the acrylic paint because I just like the way it looked. I like that I could add a little bit of texture in there with the puffy paint. So I think that looks so much better. So I absolutely love how all of these came out. I think they are so adorable and perfect for Halloween, obviously. I am so happy with how these Freshies turned out. Definitely recommend getting those molds and trying these out for yourself. These were so fun to make, and I'm definitely gonna have a really hard time trying to decide which one's my favorite and which one I'm gonna be keeping and putting in my own car. But that is where I'm going to leave you guys today. I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did like it, please let me know by giving me a big thumbs up. As always, if you have any questions or comments, feel free to drop a comment down below. I would love to hear what you guys think. Let me know which one of these Freshies is your favorite. And if you're watching this video and you're not already subscribed to my channel, then please click that subscribe button so that you don't miss out on any of my future uploads. I would greatly appreciate the follow. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you guys next time.